All right, man. We got Stetson versus Arkansas. Game 4. Let's get it, man.
First pitch of our game is up and in.
Minutes later, quickly removed it.
Here's a payoff. That's up and in, and that's
Little early walk.
And the pitch to Renzo Gonzalez.
Wow. They're not gonna be able to get anybody though. Nice stop though. That probably prevented him from going to third.
Next pitch,
Damn.
wave and a miss, but it gets away.
Gonna put them second and third though.
So De La Cruz to third, and Gonzalez follows to second. Soft flare to right for a base hit. It's down to score run.
Wow, that's gonna score just one. Got it back in pretty quick.
The first 3 hatters have reached, and Stetson.
Wow, and they still got no outs.
You have a 4-game set. You get a lot of at bats. That
Oh,
one is hit well to right.
oh my goodness.
Running out of room, jumping.
Oh my God, a little 3-run bomb now, 4-0.
3-run homer. And before the Razorbacks get an out,
Johan Descher, what the fuck, Descheralt?
Again, that's not a bad pitch. That's in the bottom part of the zone on the outer corner, and Desero just makes a great swing.
Desero?
Kramer's kind of looking at himself going, man, I made a pretty good pitch. Look where this thing ends up, Brett. I mean, it's down and away, maybe up just a little bit. He goes down and gets it, and boy, off the bat, no problem hitting through that wind, blowing straight in from right field.
Was that the changeup that hung?
It's a little bit of a head scratcher.
That's sent out to center. Mike Anu will take it on a bounce, and that's 5 in a row. When you play a 4-game series, I know you're always concerned about pitching on that 4th day.
Supposed to make her hit.
Yeah, that's
supposed to hit.
There's a chopper to short. Pompey backed up to get the bounce, and that's going to take away.
Gonna be too late for 2.
Un-DVH-like.
11th in the conference.
Gonna be interesting to see how Arkansas's midweek game goes with them playing 4 games on the weekend. Probably just gonna be pretty heavily into the bullpen.
Just miss outside, and Ruiz.
I would assume. I don't know. How
He's gonna run. Helfrich strikes out. The throw is
wow, he got him.
in time.
I would assume Arkansas might use a couple different pitchers today. That was a perfect throw, but you can't throw that any better. Yeah, a couple different pitchers today so that a lot of them are still fresh for the midweek game, maybe. Not sure how they'll go about this.
2, and that's poked to third. Sousa's there. He flips to first. Robinette's got a big reach. And how about that? The headers.
And you also got SEC play coming up on the weekend as well.
He's going to ground one up the middle and get a base hit to the right of
so it's kind of a thing about, you know, don't throw the good arms that you want to have on the weekend.
The most out of an opportunity when it presents itself, and this young man has started to do that.
Oh shit, he just blasted that thing. That's off the scoreboard.
And it is gone. The first homer in the 4 games of this series. And Reese Robinette cuts the deficit in half with one big swing.
Reese Bombinette, man.
It's amazing how easy it is to score when you hit the ball over the fence rather than on this side of the outfield wall.
What a great job, Robinette. That's a fastball down.
Yes, hitting the ball over the fence is a lot, you know, is a lot more preferable.
Drops the barrel head on this one.
But information before he changed everything. And that one's off the glove of the third baseman to Pollock.
There ain't no way.
His throw won't not.
Bro, you'd have been crazy if you did that shit.
Better than ever.
That's laced to the gap in left center field. It's down. It's going to take a bounce. Go all the way to the average.
That's going to score a run easily.
His great speed will not be stopped.
Oh, hell nah, he ain't being stopped. He's already there.
Nolan Souza with a laser to left center.
Just like that, it's a 4-3 game.
Pompey will wave and miss at the spinner. 3 p.m. There's a ground ball to third. Pick nicely.
That's a big stop. Really big stop there by the third baseman.
Wave and a miss. Well, McGuire liked the baseball and the glove. He gets the K to end the inning. Debbie Downer. 3-1 pitch hit hard into the shift. De La Cruz from his knees will throw out Koschel. He's retired all 4 that he's faced. That's smoked in the right for a base hit, so Rutenbar. 2 at-bats, 2 singles. He's earning more playing time.
Aggressive in the zone.
Cahillo Eloy will follow with a base hit to left field. Cahillo flew out to center in the second, but singles between third and
They're a
short.
single away from tying the game, probably. They're stealing, too. Little hit and run on a full count.
Cruz is there, and that
Might as well. And Stetson gets out of it again.
A couple of singles in between. At Auburn, he ran into the fence and broke his collarbone as he singles to right field against McGuire. McGuire had retired all 9 that he had faced leading up to that single. McGuire really simple, though, to the plate. Up to that single. McGuire really simple, though.
Looked like he kind of put his elbow out into that, maybe.
To the plate. Hit the hands of Hilton. Hilton did not.
Thought it hit his elbow. Looked like he kind of like leaned into it.
That's a good bunt. Sousa will flip to Koschel. Each team gets something out of that sequence. Hatters advance a couple of runners. Arkansas gets the first out. They tell you to come with the third baseman. He was ahead of Sousa. There's a chopper, and remember he runs well.
He beat that. Wow.
At first, a run will score. Robinson just poked it in play.
I mean, it's a good thing it was a slow bouncer, a slow roller. They weren't gonna get the guy at home. They would have had to make a tag anyway, so it would have been harder to even throw it at him. Oh no, oh shit, that's close. He got it. He got there though, I guess.
Problem is somebody has to cover first base.
Yeah, can't get anybody.
That is a ball
wow.
Reese Robinette does not need to field. Got a pretty athletic
I mean, like,
pitcher.
yeah, the pitcher could have got that one.
Middle in that you can drive.
Was he playing pretty far up then?
For another base hit. Robinson
There's no way they send him. Yeah, there's just no way you send him.
Hatters going station to station. Arkansas needs something here because they're down 6-3, and there's a chopper.
You got to get 2.
Arkansas get 2, and they will. Troy, that's just what Eves and the Razorbacks needed to end the inning. That's Lace to the gap to left center field. Robinson will cut it off.
I mean,
he's going to race to second base. That throw is
oh,
close, but not in time.
You're Arkansas, you want to, you know, start limiting their scoring because, you know, if your offense, I don't know how the rest of this series has gone.
In time, and Arkansas, another leadoff runner.
But, you know, if your offense isn't really producing where you want it to produce, you know, you're just kind of putting yourselves in a very hard spot. I mean, you've already put yourselves in a hard spot being down 4-0 to start the game. And you cut into that pretty well and made it 4-3, but...
That's tattooed to right center, but going to be a hard, long single as Robinson collects and plays it back in. Helfrich's first hit in 3 at-bats. Rutenbar didn't want to do it, but this is a bit of a tough play, and Ball will make it. He'll sling it to first to retire Rutenbar. Arkansas has hit 1 home run in 4 games. There's a chopper.
1 home run in 4 games. Wow. I mean, that's what you need there, man. Take advantage of it, bro.
Even if that ball's knocked down, Ryder has to hold it third, but when it continued into center, it gifted Arkansas their 4th tally. Produce another run. Eloy runs. Here's the payoff. Softly grounded off the glove.
Wow.
Eloy will turn and go to third. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good in these last 2 sequences for the Razorbacks. Runners on the corners, 2 outs.
Big freaking strikeout, dude. I only gave up 1.
Robinson. Another ground ball. They're going to have to reseed this infield after these 4 games. They've just taken chunks out of everything with all these ground ball outs. Pompey will wave and miss. 3 Ks today, 2 gone in the inning.
Go with some of the numbers, and I think, you know, just some of those pitches that are...
Oh, running bunt. The first base isn't even being covered.
An effort by Gonzalez to retrace his steps to get there. They throw back to second base, and that's a wave and a miss. I'll finish that thought.
Okay, you got 9 outs. Arkansas, 9 outs, man. 8 outs.
They're just carving up Arkansas right now. Painted on the outside corner. Fernandez make that look like a strike. Rutenbar has been the bright spot today. Shoots 1 to left field. That's his 3rd hit in 4 at-bats. It does come with 2 outs, however. On the ground is short again.
Wow.
Another runner. They've left 7.
There have been a lot of ground balls, haven't there?
Came around to score.
That's on the corner. Strike
Can't give up any more runs. Not right now.
Wave it a miss to get this game back to even, but Coyle is doing Parker Coyle things. Slow chopper. This is Sousa's ball, but he won't get it. Pompey will. His throw is wide. It didn't go out of play. Outfield deep and straight away. Runner goes. Sent out towards right field, dropping in front of Kahia Aloy. He's going to play it back in, and the Hatters have runners on the corners with 2 outs in their bid for some insurance. Is 0 for 2. Going to line one that Pompey will pick up.
Oh, he got him.
To second for the force. Hey!
Number 5 for the Hogs.
When you need a base runner, you got to lean into a pitch.
I mean, yeah. Why not?
Ball goes right after New and gets the wave of a miss.
And now you're already down to 2 outs, man. Oh my gosh. You had the leadoff guy on.
Arkansas stranded 8.
How many strikeouts they have? Feels like a fair bit. I'm not.
The out is recorded. Ronnie Teague started a nod. Ronnie, put up your right hand.
The umpire.
A little tough to see on that,
Yeah,
but I when it was live, I thought it was easily caught.
The glove is on the dirt, and that's why it kind of swiped.
Yeah, it looked like
the catch was made.
He caught it, yeah.
The hour mark comes.
And that's laced to the gap in left center field. It's down for a base hit. Ruiz will cut it off and play it back in. Obviously, the Hatters would love some insurance. We're at that point, though.
Did Arkansas lose a game other, in this series? I feel like they did.
And wore down Parker Coyle to get the base hit.
So this would be a 2-1 series lead for Arkansas at the moment, right? And this is for the tie if Stetson wins.
That's line to left for a base.
I could be wrong about that. Arkansas might be up 3-0 or something. I don't know, man. I just thought I saw that Arkansas lost the game to Stetson.
To that Hog dugout. That smoke to the
Oh, what a catch, bro!
Big pitch.
That would have put Arkansas in a really good spot. Wow. And
the kid has 4 hits.
Hey, a ground ball.
That was a 2-strike approach, putting it in play.
Hey, I mean, you can walk it off right here, man. One swing away from walking this shit off.
9th inning.
3-0. Oh, that's a strike.
Called a strike, and that was out.
And that's it.
That's the final out. The Hatters come back to win the final 2 games of the series. Arkansas has lost for the 4th time at home this season, equaling what they did all of a season ago.
Yeah, that's a big couple wins for Stetson.
Thanks for watching.
Wow, so they won the last 2 games. They won yesterday and today. So the series against Stetson was tied at 2. Wow, man. You know, Arkansas, I'll tell y'all the same thing I tell everyone else, man. You know, LSU lost to Sacramento State, Tennessee lost to Kent State, Florida lost to High Point. You know, it doesn't really matter at this point in time. And I've been saying it in a couple videos where I just think mid-majors are really freaking solid this year because you got teams losing everywhere. All across the SEC to these mid-majors, man, whether it's midweeks or series. I mean, you tied this. You didn't necessarily lose the series, but you tied it. So, yeah, I just think that the gap this year between these, you know, SEC teams or whoever you want to put up there and the mid-majors, I think the gap is a lot closer than what it usually has been. Because you got some dogs on these teams, man. Like, I've been watching some of these games and, you know, some of the plays that Kent State makes, you know, Wright State, you know, the record for these teams like Stetson 6-10, it doesn't really matter. You're probably going to see a lot of bad records for these mid-majors that are getting wins because they schedule their non-conference very difficult because it helps their resume. And yeah, like they need these games more than like Arkansas needs this game, more than LSU needs the Sacramento State series, more than Tennessee needs the Kent State series. Like, those teams need those games more than the SEC teams that we're talking about or whoever. Yeah, it's made it a very fun non-conference, man. It's made it a very, very fun non-conference. Usually, the non-conference kind of just drags because you're seeing Arkansas smash up on somebody 15-2, or you're seeing LSU beat down Louisiana Tech 20-3 or whatever, bro. Just name the score, name the blowout, that's usually how it seems to be. Sure, you do have some close games here and there between midweek and the midweeks and stuff like that. But I don't remember it since I've been watching college baseball. I don't remember it being like this. I don't remember this much, parity this early in the season. Um, and this is even going back to last year when Wright State took out Vandy in the NCAA tournament, and Vandy being the #1 overall seed. And Murray State getting out of the Ole Miss regional. Like, these mid majors aren't bad, man. So, it's just it's way too early to tell how good like Stetson is, how good Sacramento State is. We don't like Northeast, like, you don't know how good these teams are at this point in time. Because like I said, they schedule very difficult, and so a lot of times these non-conference teams, once they get into conference, they dominate their conference and they end up with like 30 something wins or 40 wins or whatever. Um, like last year, I think Northeastern, a team that LSU lost to this year, I think Northeastern had 47 wins last year. They finished like 47-9 or something like that. Like, they very well could go and do that again and dominate their conference. It's just how college baseball is. Um, but yeah, man. These midweek game, these not even midweek games, these mid-major games in the non-conference, they can tell you, they can bring out some flaws in your team, but your season is not over. Your season is just about to be getting started this weekend when it comes to SEC play. Your season is just about to get started, man. You've built up your resume a little bit. It's a start, but you're really about to get started here in a couple of days, man. So, it's better to learn now and be, know what your team's flaws are going into conference play rather than figure out your flaws during conference play, because you don't want to be figuring out answers in conference play. You'll still be finding out some answers because the competition level is going to skyrocket, because it's a gauntlet, but learn the majority about your team right now. Have it figured out for conference play, man. Know what your strengths and weaknesses are. So I think losing these games kind of like magnifies the flaws in your team, which is not necessarily a bad thing. So, especially if they are fixable. So yeah, that's my thoughts, man. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hope y'all enjoy. If you please drop a like, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch y'all in the next one, man.